In the quiet corners of Flagstaff, Arizona, the Brown family's once harmonious existence had been unraveling for years. Kody Brown, the patriarch of the polygamous clan, had seen his relationships with his wives, Mary, Christine, Janelle, and Robyn, deteriorate, each thread snapping under the weight of unmet expectations and unspoken grievances. Christine's departure in 2021 marked the beginning of the end. She found solace in a new relationship, leaving behind the complexities of plural marriage. Mary followed suit, stepping away from the family, leaving Kody with only Robyn and Janelle by his side. Yet the dynamics continued to shift. Janelle, once a steadfast partner, began to question her place in Kody's world. The emotional distance grew, and by December 2022, their marriage had ended, though the echoes of their union lingered. The unexpected twist. Just when it seemed the dust had settled, a shocking revelation emerged. Kody, in an unexpected move, announced his intention to marry again. The news sent ripples through the family and fans alike. But the real bombshell came when Janelle, not one to be left in the shadows, revealed her own plans. She was reclaiming her power. In a candid interview, Janelle shared her feelings of betrayal and neglect during her marriage to Kody. "I was always the one who held things together," she confessed. "But I realized I deserve more than being an afterthought." Determined to forge her own path, Janelle began to distance herself from Kody and Robyn. She focused on personal growth, reconnecting with her children, and exploring new opportunities that had long been sidelined. Robyn's fall from grace. Meanwhile, Robyn, who had once been the favored wife, found herself increasingly isolated. Her relationship with Kody, strained by years of tension and favoritism, began to crumble. The final blow came when Kody, perhaps sensing the shifting tides, made a difficult decision. He asked Robyn to leave. The news was met with shock and disbelief. Robyn, who had once been the glue holding the family together, was now an outsider. Her departure was swift and final, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and broken promises. Janelle's rise. With Robyn gone, Janelle stepped into the void. She became a beacon of strength and resilience, showing the world that she was more than just a wife in a plural marriage. She was a force to be reckoned with. Her transformation was evident. She embraced new ventures, focused on her health and well-being, and most importantly, reconnected with her children, who had often felt neglected in the chaos of their family's dynamics. Janelle's journey was not just about reclaiming her place in the family. It was about reclaiming herself. She became an inspiration to many, proving that it's never too late to take control of one's destiny. The family's future. As for Kody, he found himself alone, his once expansive family now reduced to a mere fraction of what it had been. His attempts to reconcile with Janelle were met with resistance. She had moved on, and the wounds of the past were too deep to heal. The future of the Brown family remains uncertain. Kody's new marriage, though announced, is still in its infancy, and its longevity is yet to be seen. Janelle, on the other hand, continues to thrive independently, her life a testament to the power of self-discovery and resilience. Conclusion. The saga of Kody, Janelle, and Robyn is a poignant reminder of the complexities of relationships and the importance of self-worth. While Kody sought to rebuild his life, it was Janelle who truly found her strength, proving that sometimes the most powerful revenge is living well. As the Brown family navigates this new chapter, one thing is clear. Janelle has taken back her power, and in doing so, has set the stage for a future where she is the architect of her own happiness. For years, Janelle Brown played the part she thought she was meant to play, a supportive wife, a quiet backbone of the Brown family, and a firm believer in the principles of plural marriage. She stayed out of the drama, focused on raising her kids, building businesses, and keeping her emotions in check. Kody and Robyn's relationship took the spotlight, while Janelle stood in the wings, watching the man she once deeply respected become someone she barely recognized. Then came the pandemic. Isolation and differences in parenting philosophies drove wedges deeper than anyone expected. Janelle chose her children's freedom and mental health over Kody's strict isolation rules. That choice marked the beginning of a turning point. The final straw. By late 2022, the cracks had become canyons. "Kody doesn't respect me," Janelle admitted in a tearful confessional on the family's long-running reality show, Sister Wives. Fans were stunned but not surprised. The signs had been there for years, her opinions dismissed, her emotions suppressed, and her presence taken for granted. But Janelle wasn't about to crumble. Instead, she left. Not with drama, not with screaming, just quiet dignity. She packed up her RV, stood tall, and began the journey of finding herself outside the walls of a failing family structure. What no one expected, however, was what she'd do next. Kody's shocking new marriage. In a truly jaw-dropping twist, rumors began swirling in early 2025. Kody was courting again. While the media scrambled to identify the mystery woman, Kody remained characteristically vague. On a surprise Instagram Live, he cryptically said, "Love finds you when you least expect it." The woman? A younger, free-spirited newcomer named Leela, someone Kody met at a wellness retreat in Sedona. A stark contrast to Robyn's emotionally intense presence, Leela was breezy, spiritual, and, most importantly, uninterested in controlling Kody. She admired his strength and vision. He was smitten. But Kody's marriage to Leela wasn't just a fresh start, it was a catalyst for Robyn's undoing. Robyn gets the boot. As news of the marriage spread, Robyn's reaction was nuclear. She had been Kody's one true love, the final wife who was supposed to restore order in the family. Now, after years of favoritism and pushing the other wives away, she found herself blindsided. Her tearful attempt to convince Kody that Leela was a mistake fell on deaf ears. Sources close to the family confirmed a screaming match erupted behind closed doors. Kody, in a rare moment of clarity, told Robyn he needed peace, not guilt. Days later, Robyn moved out of the Flagstaff home they once shared. She and her children quietly relocated back to Utah to be closer to her extended family. Robyn's fall from grace was complete. She went from the queen of the castle to exiled and alone. Janelle's comeback. While the media buzzed over Kody's new marriage and Robyn's downfall, Janelle was busy building an empire. She launched a new health and wellness brand, blending her passion for natural living with a coaching program for women escaping toxic relationships. Her TikToks gained millions of views. Her ebook, Reclaiming Me, became a bestseller in the self-help category. She bought land in southern Utah, built a tiny home community, and invited other single moms to join her in building a sustainable life, both emotionally and financially independent. She wasn't just surviving, she was thriving. Kody attempted to reach out once, but Janelle's answer was firm. "I wish you well, but I'm not your backup plan." Fans of Sister Wives watched in awe as she blossomed. The woman who once stood in the background was now center stage, not because she sought attention, but because she finally claimed her voice. The reunion special. In an explosive one-night-only reunion special filmed in spring 2025, all eyes were on Janelle and Kody. Sitting opposite each other for the first time in over a year, tensions were high. Host Sukanya Krishnan asked the question on everyone's mind. "Do you regret how you treated Janelle?" Kody's response was telling. "I didn't appreciate her the way I should have. I see that now, but I can't change the past." Janelle remained composed. "Regret isn't love, and acknowledgement doesn't erase the damage. I love you, Kody, but I love myself more now." It was the mic drop moment heard around the world. Even Pristine, who joined via video call, cheered. "Janelle's the hero of this story," she said with a proud smile. Chapter 7. The New Matriarch. Today, Janelle Brown stands as a symbol of transformation. She went from the overlooked wife to a trailblazer of self-worth and reinvention. Her children, once torn by the dysfunction of their parents' marriage, now beam with pride as they watch their mother step fully into her power. And Kody? He continues his journey with his new wife Leela, but fans speculate it's only a matter of time before old habits return. Meanwhile, Robyn remains out of the spotlight, her silence deafening. Final words. Janelle's revenge wasn't loud, it wasn't cruel, it was self-love. She didn't need to destroy anyone to rise, she simply walked away and flourished. In the end, the woman who once questioned if she was ever truly loved by her husband became the woman millions looked up to as a beacon of courage and clarity. Because sometimes, the most powerful revenge is not taking someone back, it's never needing them again. After her viral reunion appearance, Janelle's brand exploded. Speaking tours, TV appearances, and even a limited Netflix docuseries titled Unbroken, Life After Polygamy, took her story global. She became a powerful advocate for women in plural relationships who felt unseen or unheard. But Janelle didn't do it alone. Christine, now happily married to David Woolley, stepped back into the spotlight to support her. Together, they started a foundation called Women Forward, helping women transition out of controlling or isolating religious environments. "I was once afraid to speak," Janelle admitted on stage at a sold-out Phoenix Women's Empowerment Summit. "But silence only serves those who benefit from it. Speaking out saved my life." Backstage, Christine hugged her and whispered, "You're not just free, you're flying." Chapter 9. Kody's new life isn't so picture-perfect. Meanwhile, back in Flagstaff, Kody's honeymoon period with Leela didn't last long. What started as spontaneous hikes, deep spiritual talks, and a carefree lifestyle began to erode under Kody's controlling tendencies. Leela, fiercely independent and unafraid to speak her mind, pushed back. She questioned his past behavior. She brought up the hypocrisy in how he treated Janelle versus Robyn. Worst of all, to Kody, she didn't need him. He wanted another Robyn, a source close to the couple shared. What he got was a woman who wouldn't be molded. Tensions rose quickly. Leela began spending more time away, attending retreats and collaborating with Janelle on wellness content, something that really sent Kody spiraling. By summer 2025, Leela moved out. The new marriage fizzled, leaving Kody once again with no active wives, no show on the air, and a fractured family that no longer needed him. Chapter 10. The Kids Speak Out. The next major shock came when the adult Brown children spoke up. Gabriel and Garrison, who had long-standing tensions with their father, opened up in a raw YouTube video titled Our Side of the Story. "We watched our mom hold everything together for decades," Gabriel said, "and the second she put herself first, people called her selfish. No, she was finally brave." Their video garnered over 10 million views in 3 days. Savannah, Janelle's youngest daughter, launched her own podcast, Beyond the RV, detailing her childhood in a polygamous household and how she's navigating young adulthood with therapy, clarity, and peace. "I love my dad," she said in one episode. "But I learned love doesn't mean sacrificing yourself for someone who can't meet you halfway." Chapter 11. Robyn Resurfaces. Months passed without a word from Robyn until fall 2025. In a surprise interview with People magazine, she gave her side of the story. "I felt abandoned. I truly believed I was helping hold the family together," she said, wiping away tears. "But maybe I was part of what broke it." The interview was met with mixed reactions. Some sympathized with Robyn's emotional unraveling. Others accused her of years of manipulation and favoritism that pushed the other wives away. But when asked if she and Kody might reunite, her answer was telling: "I don't know if I ever really knew the man I married." Chapter 12. A Family Reimagined. Thanksgiving 2025 was different for the Brown family. Instead of a massive group gathering, Janelle hosted an intimate weekend with her kids, Christine, David, and even some of Mary's extended family. It was peaceful. Laughter echoed through the Utah Canyon property she now called home. There were no cameras, no drama, just connection. And though Kody extended an invitation to join him for the holiday, not a single adult child accepted. He spent it alone in a modest rental home, watching the family he once ruled with confidence move on without him. "I used to be the leader," he confessed in a late-night livestream with only a few hundred viewers. "Now I'm just the guy they all walked away from." Chapter 13. Janelle's Legacy. By the end of 2025, Janelle's book was picked up by a major publisher. The title, Enough, My Life Beyond Kody Brown. It chronicled not only her personal journey, but her awakening, the realization that being spiritually married doesn't mean being spiritually fulfilled. "I didn't hate Kody," she wrote in the final chapter. "I pitied the man who needed control to feel loved. But I also forgave him, because holding on to anger would have only kept me tethered to a life that no longer served me." The final line of the book said everything. "In the end, I didn't need to be chosen. I needed to choose myself, and I did." Epilogue. The Woman Who Walked Away. Janelle Brown became more than just a reality star. She became a symbol of what it means to quietly walk away from dysfunction, to reclaim one's identity, and to rebuild stronger than ever. From RV living to real estate mogul, from silent wife to best-selling author, from overlooked to unforgettable, Janelle's revenge wasn't loud, it was radiant. And maybe, just maybe, that's the best kind.